Everything you've heard about me is true, Lando Calrissian says in ads for Solo, a Star Wars story. What kinds of stories could a Lando movie tell? By the time we meet him in Solo, a Star Wars story, out May 25th, it seems that Lando Calrissian has already earned quite the reputation, at least enough to suavely say, "Everything you've heard about me is true," in response to Han Solo's question. In fact, Donald Glover has already told Screen Rant what he wants to see in a possible Lando film. That's what inspired this list. Unsurprisingly, it's also the first of three things we want: a space Catch Me If You Can. To borrow Glover's own words, we'd definitely watch something like Catch Me If You Can with Lando as the main character. Even though it's not a film that's talked about nearly as often as it should, it has a really slick feel that would work with Lando's general aesthetic. Of course, Steven Spielberg actually directed that film. Could you imagine what would happen if he finally came to Star Wars properly to bring that old-school feel? And also work with one of the great young creatives in Glover as an actor? Be Still, Our Hearts. Reversing the Solo dynamic, Solo is Han's movie at the end of the day, but we know that Alden Ehrenreich has a multi-film contract. Why couldn't Calrissian, a Star Wars story, basically reverse the relationship and put Lando in the lead, with Han as a supporting character to his next crime? Think of it as a buddy movie, but instead of buddy cops, they're buddy criminals. This all really depends on how we all respond to Ehrenreich's Han, but if it's good, then we could definitely support this move. Cloud City on Bespin is one of the most beautiful locales in Star Wars, and we really don't know much of how Lando got into the Tabana gas business. While it's not something we'd like to base an entire movie on, we'd love to see at least the beginnings of how he decided to pick Cloud City and take it over. Related product: Star Wars Burning Homestead officially licensed artwork from Dark Ink by now. If there are bonus appearances by Darth Vader or other Imperials, all the better for us. Next, 20 pieces of Star Wars trivia you need to know. Would you go to see Calrissian, a Star Wars story? If so, what would you want to see?